Hey, it's Nick Fundytus, and this is this is my weekly Nick Answers Reddit segment, and I am answering Heather Ann 1975 about are boat slips good investments. So you said I recently purchased a home marina community, let's start again. I recently purchased a home in a marina community geared towards retirees and vacationers. There's a small active marina in the community, and many homeowners own boat slips. Our home did not come with a boat slip, and my plan was to purchase a boat in the next few years as I get ready for retirement. Awesome. A boat slip just became available in my community, and I'm not sure if should consider purchasing it now. So on one hand, I know I plan to buy one, and this will guarantee a good slip and protect me from price appreciation. On the other hand, I'll be paying tax and the home ownership fees, and I'm not sure if it will hold value. So also the slip was put up for sale for a neighbor. Are realtors generally used in these transactions? Is there anything else I need to be mindful of? Okay, so here's my full expanded answer. So first of all, good question. The short answer is no. That the slip is probably not a good investment in terms of whether it will beat other investment instruments where you could put your money in the meantime, or whether it will even necessarily pay you back on resale. So, I mean, if you were to put, or you take your money and put it in, a mutual fund or something like that, or some guaranteed, some guaranteed return, you're probably going to make more than you would make on the boat slips. I don't know what the price history is in your particular neighborhood, but I mean, from similar areas I've seen, I can't see it, rising at the same rate. That's really not what it's meant for. However, and as to your second question, assuming that the cost is $50,000 or less, I'm not sure what something like this would cost in your neighborhood again. The typical value of these sales falls within a certain known price band. So if you know that you're paying the right price for it, your best bet here is really just to handle this through lawyers, unless your neighborhood has a realtor who really specializes in this community, knows it very well, and is really quick and can charge you a flat fee and a low flat fee for handling this transaction for both sides there. Really, other than that, I would say it's not worth getting a realtor involved. And I say that as a realtor. So that said, there are a few factors that are worth noting here. So one is just simply context. So this is a community geared towards retirees and vacationers. So this raises the future value of the slip, since there will always be some demand in this area for them among people interested in the community. So this community attracts a certain type of person who values a boat slip more than the average Joe. The average Joe does not have a boat. The average Joe probably doesn't care at all about boating, or not much anyways, not enough to have a boat or have a boat slip, but this community does. So that means there's always going to be a value there. So one thing to consider. Number two is a package deal. So all other things being equal, a home with a boat slip in your community is going to be worth more than a home without a boat slip. So if the slip can be sold with your home in the area one day, it's going to increase the speed of sale of both. It broadens the potential buyer pool for your home to people who have boats, and it can give it an edge over competing properties in the future. So another thing. Rent. So if you own it for a few years and you can rent it out to somebody else in the community, I would imagine you probably can. There's value there as well, both for your ongoing income, and even if it's just covering your home association fees, but also for retail because of the potential to rent for a future buyer. Scarcity. So one thing to consider is how scarce are these when they come up. If 5 to 10 come up for sale every year, and you know that there's always going to be something available, they're less valuable. However, if it's once in a blue moon, if this is the only one that's coming up this year, and maybe next year none come up, and maybe in the year that you want to buy your boat and finally retire, you're waiting for a slip to become available, the scarcity of supply makes it more valuable to maybe jump now. And then finally is convenience, and I probably should have moved this answer further up the list. There's value, it's non-monetary, but it's valid nonetheless, is to enjoy the lifestyle that you want near your new home. So if it's easy to get out on the water, you're going to do it more often, and it's easier to get out on the water if you have a slip in the community. So even if you purchase now and aren't planning on using it yet, or using it for a few years, the anticipation of future enjoyment has its own kind of value as well. It's kind of like booking a vacation in April, and it gets you through January, February, March, through those kind of dark winter months when you know that you have something that you're excited to look forward to. Those considerations, those non-monetary considerations, are just as valuable as the they're just as valid as the monetary considerations, and you just have to balance what they all mean for you. So anyways, congratulations on your property purchase and the potential slip purchase. I hope that means many relaxed years of retirement ahead. I'm a realtor in Ottawa, Ontario. Ask me any questions. I love answering them for you, and I'll be back next week with another Nick Answers Reddit on our YouTube. Bye.